Magandang araw mga kapika. Kasama natin ngayon ang isa sa mga pinakagwapong mukha sa Viva Max, Nico Locco. Hi Nico.
Hello, Tom. Thank you for having me sa Pika Pika, and maraming salamat also for the awesome introduction.
Oh yes, we love you. Para dito sa interview natin na to. But anyway, matanong ko lang, bakit nagkaroon ng Loco dun sa name mo? Di ba your name is Nico Fowler talaga. Pero sinong nakaisip ng maglagay ng Loco dyan?
Actually, yeah, tama ka dyan. My real name is Nico Fowler, pero that day I was using that as my screen name, but everybody thought I was related kay Tony Fowler. So I was like, okay, siguro I should change my name kasi parang di naman nainis ako, but I was getting kind of tired na having to answer the same question. So I'm like, sige, let's think of a name na unique, kakaiba, wala pa sa Pinas. And then parang I had a light go off in my head. I was like, Loco, kasi yung mom ko was calling me Loco noong bata pa ako sa household because medyo crazy ako, medyo baliw. I was breaking a lot of things. So LOCO, actually medyo pareho yung meaning in Tagalog, LOKO. But it's Italian, so it means crazy and medyo parang rambunctious, baliw, ganon.
Or dito naman medyo naughty, ganon yung.
Yeah, naughty din. Yeah.
Naughty.
Makulit din ako.
Oo. Anyway, sa daming bansa no sa buong mundo, dito ka talaga sa Pilipinas na in love.
Yes.
Bakit? Anong meron? Ano nakikita mo?
That's a good question. I mean, mahal ko ang Pilipinas and na in love ako sa mga Filipino and the culture here in the Philippines. Did I ever my plan ako to stay in the Philippines? Wala talaga. It just so happened na ginawa ko ang project dito sa Pinas. It was actually a music video with Nadine Lustre. Ako yung lead sa video niya. This was back in 2017. So akala ko nung time na, okay, siguro I'll just be here for 1 week para sa project. Tapos uwi ako agad. Because at that time I was based in Indonesia, Jakarta. So I was kind of doing this. Yeah, I was doing the same thing, acting here and there, modeling, hosting, emceeing, and then also some DJing sa mga nightclubs, mga high-end nightclubs. So wala akong plan to stay in the Philippines. But when I came, na-in-love ako sa culture. Like, ang bayat ng mga Filipinos, sobra hospitable, very liberal. I like the way they express themselves. So that was the number one reason why I ended up staying in the Philippines. Number two is, syempre, meron akong opportunities dito sa Philippines, especially in show business. So I'm thankful for people that motivated me, as well as, thankful ako na I found the Philippines kasi I really do love this country.
At ang galing mo na mag-Filipino, ha?
Ay, salamat.
Ang galing mo mag-Tagalog. Nakita dun sa... Yes, yeah.
I was gonna say, magaling din ako magbola. Joke lang.
Hindi, nakita dun sa SM Youth Gossip. Di ba ikaw yun? Kasali ka dun. Anong batch? Batch 2 ba ata yun? Batch 3
ay... Batch 3 ako.
Batch 3, yeah.
Yeah, batch 3. Yung batch after Tommy Esquera and yung Chinese looking guy, hindi wala si Richard Juan, sorry. Pero yeah, Kyla Estrada and Tommy Esquera, yung batch after.
Yes, parang alala kita doon. Kasama ata doon sino ba yun? Si Fino? Kabash mo si Fino. Si Fino. And then si Mark, right?
That's right. Yeah, si Mark. But I think kaming tatlo yung mga naging artista after that.
Parang kayo yung nag-pursue ng showbiz.
Yes.
Okay, and nakita ko naman parang enjoy ka. So, between hosting or acting or even modeling, saan ka pinaka mas nag-enjoy?
Oh, that's a good question, Tom. It's hard to answer. Actually, I get asked that question a lot. Like, anong favorite mo talaga? And I always flip-flop between all of them kasi parang nag-enjoy ako sa lahat. It's hard. I think I like everything because it balances it out. But if I had to pick one out of the three, I would definitely pick acting. Kasi, honestly, I probably make more money doing hosting, but I like acting kasi malaking challenge yan. I really love, getting the character and then studying the character, studying the script, studying the material. Kasi medyo method actor ako eh. So I really love getting into it really deep and almost becoming a different person. That's the challenge na gustong gusto ko. So I would have to say acting dahil sa challenge and difficulty that it brings.
Okay. Pero dun sa mga nagawa mong project, ano yung sa tingin mo yung pinaka-challenging?
Pinaka-challenging na project? Oh, I definitely yung movie ko in 2019, Sabado.
Sabado.
Yeah, the one where nanalo ako ng Best Actor. Sobrang challenging yan, mainly because of partly the language. Is actually Direct Carlo Alvarez, who is the director of that film, presented me with the project and sabi niya, Nico, kaya mo ba? Kasi 50% Tagalog yung script. And I was like, shit, Direct, I'm not sure. Eh, parang yung fluency ko nung time is like 20%, maybe like 15%. Yung tipong foreigner na he's been here for a couple of years, tapos he speaks like konti lang. Ganon. So, so I was like, sige, try ko. So I hired a Filipino teacher from Batangas, Batangueño siya, and pumunta siya sa bahay ko every week for like usually 2 hours a day or a total of 8 hours per week. So I really, really studied it and learned Tagalog for that project.
So talagang kinarir mo rin siya, no?
And that's aside from the preparation that I did for the character in the movie. So parang sabay-sabay yung learning of Tagalog as well as preparation for the role. So siguro yan ang pinaka-challenging. Pero I just finished a project sa Viva Max. It's called Sandwich. Hindi pa siya lumabas, but it'll be coming out March, I think late March.
This year?
This year, yeah.
Okay.
And that's directed by Direct Brillante Mendoza. And siguro that was probably the next pinaka-challenging na film.
Yes. Knowing Direct Brillante, parang hindi siya nag-script. So,
yung
challenge sa mga artista niya na dire-diretso lang.
Kasi he, like you said, wala siyang script, right? So the only thing you have is to go off of the character, right? So dahil sa walang script, lahat ng energy mo is put into creating a character and living that character. So like lahat, like smoker siya, bad boy siya. I adopted all of these things just to be like the character. So I took on smoking like 3 weeks before the project. I was smoking 10 sticks per day just to get in the parang to feel it. Alam mo yung like para my smell sa fingers, yung feeling sa mouth, just to feel like parang medyo maangas ako or medyo criminal na ako. Not saying that all smokers are criminals, but get in the mood.
Yes. Naintindihan ko. So, sa dami ng ginawa mo, so what's the best lesson that you have learned so far in showbiz? Yeah.
I think the best lesson, Tom, I think it's a great question. Salamat. Based on my experience in show business, is this: you may experience 1,000 no's, but all it takes is one yes to achieve your goals. Kaya don't give up, even if people reject you or say you're not talented enough or you really can't do this. Kasi I was told that so many times. It's lalo na being a foreigner in the Philippines. Kasi the understanding here in the Philippines is kapag foreigner ka, modeling ka lang. Yun lang ang pwede mong gawin. Not show business or acting. So it was always my goal to be considered along, yung mga other artista dito na actors like Jake Cuenca or yung mga guys that take their craft very seriously and are considered talagang actors eh. That was my goal. So kahit na-receive ko 1,000 no's, I started receiving a few yeses here and there eh. And then na-realize ko, oh shit, I can do this. Like, even though
Sunod-sunod
people told
na.
me,
Yes.
sunod-sunod. Like, lalo na ngayon. It seems like all of that heartache and struggle is paying off finally 5 years later.
Mhm. So paano ka nag-decide na mag lumiko sa pagpapa-sexy lalo sa Viva Max?
Yeah, I
Kailan mo
guess, well,
na-realize yan na parang, okay, kaya ko 'tong pagpapa-sexy na 'to?
oo nga. Well, I mean, nakita mo ang growth ko sa career ko, diba? I mean, you've been
Mm.
following me since
Yeah.
SM Youth days, right? And
Yes, yes.
wholesome ako sa SM Youth, right? Bata
Oo.
lang ang tsura ko, right? So I think I went through that wholesome phase, and then ayun, nag-hit nag-hit yung yung Viva Max eh. So
Mm.
dahil sa manager ko also, the late Shandy Bacolod, who actually passed away, recommended na, why don't you try sa Viva Max? Kasi ginawa ko ang Love at the End of the World, and sobrang daring ako dyan sa BL series, right? So it was kind of like perfect timing na, okay, sige, you're 27 na, well 28 na ako kasi nag-birthday ako recently. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's that time na okay, pwede ako mag-sexy based on my
Mm.
age. It's siguro that time, physically I put a lot of time in at the gym and everything. So this is
Yes.
sort of like
Physically
the
ready
perfect,
naman.
diba? Perfect timing. Tapos Viva is the biggest streaming platform in the Philippines. They do one film per week. Kaya bakit hindi? If I have to do a little bit of sexy to be able to fulfill my craft, bakit hindi?
Mhm. And eto,
Diba?
since dun sa BL series mo na Love at the End of the World, so
Yes.
siyempre gaya yung partner mo dun, and then pagdating naman dun sa Lovely Ladies Dormitory, girl
Yes.
naman. So ano yung mahirap ka-eksena when it comes to sexy scenes? Is it the guy or the girl?
Kasi hindi ako nag-sex scene with Gold Azeron in Love at the End of the World. It was just
Mhm.
like kissing scene lang underwater. So I actually hindi ko pa na-try mag-sex scene with a guy. So with girls, yung pinakamahirap na part for that is making it look real. Kasi,
Okay.
I mean, syempre when nagsa-sex ka and you're feeling all of the sensation sa mga special parts mo, I mean, it radiates through your body, right? Pero since naka-plaster ka and syempre alam mo hindi totoo, my cameraman, my director, my prod, all watching you, it's hard trying to make it look real kahit hindi siya real. That's the biggest challenge.
Okay. And since nandito tayo sa um, sa sexy part, no? Matanong ko lang, mayroon man ba or nagkakaroon ka ba ng mga, nakatanggap na indecent proposals? How you handle those things?
Yeah, I mean, syempre imposible na wala. I mean, that's
Mhm.
that's a part of the industry, and it always will be, especially
Okay. And how you deal with it? Yeah.
yeah, especially sa mga pogi. And how I deal with it is, ano tawag dito? I never want to offend people. Number one is I never want to offend
Okay.
people. I never want to be disrespectful to people because respect is everything to me. So even with indecent proposals, I really don't take it as an insult. Like if someone's offering, this amount of money for one night, I'm not going to be like, ay grabe bastos mo, how dare you? Kasi alam ko yung mga ibang showbiz talents, that's how they react, right? Sa mga indecent proposals. Hindi ako magagalit, pero there's a way of kindly saying no to somebody or turning down their offer. So it's
Okay.
just finding between.
Parang you just respectfully decline those
Yeah,
kinds of
exactly.
offer. Okay.
Respect.
Now oh, yes, that's right. Proceed naman tayo dito sa upcoming project mo na Stalker. Can you tell us a little bit about it since hindi pa naman siya lumalabas, wala pang teaser. So, medyo patikim lang ng konti sa magiging project.
Sa Stalkers, it's a 4-part series directed by Easy Ferrer. It's a sexy thriller. So very similar to the show You on Netflix. Similar peg. Yung
Okay.
character ni Wilbert is similar sa Bida in You.
Mhm.
That sort of that inner voice going on in his head. as well
Okay.
as he's stalking. So that's the overall premise is he's stalking a girl and then malalaman niya na stalker din si girl. So
Okay. So paano ka nasali dito sa series na to?
ako
How did you get this project?
yes, so Direct Easy Ferrer is a good friend of mine. And we've been trying to work together for the last few years. He's actually pitched me sa mga ibang projects niya. Pero dahil sa conflict schedule, hindi tuloy. So ito yung first project namin together. So he selected me for it. Handpicked ako. Actually, handpicked ang lahat ng cast dito sa Stalkers. Yeah.
Pero itong isa mo pang project na bago lang din, is it the AFAM? Na
Yes.
ipinost mo. So, mas mauuna tong Stalker bago tong AFAM, di ba? Tama ba ako?
Yes, mas mauna itong Stalker. Tapos, a FAM will be released quite likely at the end of March. So,
Okay.
meron akong dalawang films na ako yung lead. It'll be Sandwich by Direct Brillante. Tapos,
And then itong AFAM.
FAM, yeah, directed by Lynette Zurbano.
Oh, see, after so much rejections before, eto na, sunod-sunod talaga.
Diba?
Like
Diba?
Vincent. Oo.
At
So, ano
least.
namang meron dito sa AFAM? Ano namang aabangan dito ng mga tao?
A FAM, wow, this is such a kakaibang project in terms of the storyline, and it's actually a sexy comedy.
Okay.
So a little bit different from what I do, which is more dramatic acting and yung mga thriller movies or suspense movies. Pero ito, it's a comedy. So it's with, yes, me, Rob Ginto, and Jenna Cuenca ang leads.
Ito naman, kumusta yung puso ni Nico ngayon?
Yung puso ni Nico, masaya.
Before I let you go, Nico, can you please invite everyone to abangan yung
Yes.
upcoming mini-series na Stalker, as well as the AFAM and all those things.
Sige po. First off, I just want to say maraming salamat, Tom and Tita Pika, for having me sa show. And you've been following me for a long time, and I just want to say salamat sa suporta and always, I see you reposting my pictures and everything, and always, supporting my career. And I really, really appreciate that, Tom. And yeah, so sa itong series, abangan nyo po, panoorin mo po, Stalkers, showing on February 26th. That'll be the first episode. Tapos sunod-sunod ang mga next episodes every week hanggang matapos yung 4 episodes. Directed by Easy Ferrer, starring Wilbert Ross and Rose Van Ginkel, as well as other magaling na actors, including myself, Mark Anthony Fernandez, iba pa. Only on Viva Max Atinto. You guys can check out my social media accounts. Ako po si Nico on Instagram. Ako po si Nico on TikTok. YouTube, Nico Locco, as well as Facebook, Nico Locco. Maraming salamat po, and thank you so much, Tom. Abangan nyo po
Sure.
also
Go ahead. Yeah.
a FAM, which is directed by Lynette Zurbano, which will be showing end of March or start of April. That's starring ako, Rob Ginto and Jella Cuenca, as well as abangan nyo po Sandwich, which is directed by Brillante Mendoza, showing end of March or start of April, and that's starring ako and Katrina Dovi.
All right, thank you.
Yon, thank you, Tom.
Ang dami. When it rains, it pours talaga. So much
That's
blessing.
sabi nila, no? It rains, it pours.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nico. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Tom. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Ingat ka. We'll see you
Ingat
soon.
po.